Good morning, children. Today I am going to start carboxylic acid. We have already discussed aldehydes and ketones, and this carboxylic acid I have divided into two parts. So today I'll discuss with the first part, and you after this chapter only one chapter is left, that is the nitrogen compound. After the nitrogen compound, I'll give you the conversion from the first chapter, that is from the alkyl halide to whole up to nitrogen compound. We will practice with the conversion. So today, and also I have already given the name and reaction on the basis of the chapters, so that also you please learn and practice conversion, because next after completing my nitrogen chapter I will give you 5 conversion to convert from the first chapter to nitrogen compound. So from all will be mixed together, and also some of the questions which are based on the basis of board. So let us start with the first part, that is the carboxylic acid. You know very well the carbon compounds containing a carboxyl functional group, that is COOH, are known as carboxylic acid. General formula is CnH2n plus 1 COOH. Carboxylic group consists of a carbonyl group attached to a hydroxyl group. Hence, it is named as carboxyl. So you can see carbonyl, that is C double bond O, plus OH, that is the hydroxyl group. These two groups combine together and form carboxyl, that is COOH. Some higher members of aliphatic carboxylic acids, that is from C12 to C18, known as fatty acids, occur in natural fats as esters of glycerol. When carboxyl group gets attached with groups like OR, NH2, X and COOR, the compounds are called derivatives of carboxylic acids and known by the name ester, amide, acyl halide and acid anhydride and respectively. So I have already given the formula for ester, amide, acyl halide and acid anhydride. Now we will discuss with the classification. Carboxylic acids are classified as follows. Based on nature of group attached to the carboxyl group, that is the aliphatic carboxylic acid. When alkyl group or hydrogen atom is attached to carboxylic group, then it is termed as aliphatic carboxylic acid. For example, acetic acid, that is CH3COOH, formic acid HCOH and so on. Second, aromatic carboxylic acids. When aryl group is attached to carboxylic group, then it is termed as aromatic carboxylic acid. For example, benzoic acid, that is C6H5COOH. Now the classification based on number of carboxylic groups. It include both aliphatic and aromatic acids and may be classified as follows. First one is monocarboxylic acids. When carboxylic acid contain one COOH group, then it is termed as monocarboxylic acid. For example, acetic acid CH3COOH, N-butyric acid CH3CH2CH2COH and anything you can use. Now carboxylic acids. When carboxylic acids contain two COOH group, then it is termed as dicarboxylic acid. Example, oxalic acid, that is COH, malonic acid, that is CH2COH. Now the tricarboxylic acid. This contains three COOH group, that is citric acid. The formula I have given. Now you can also see in your book, it is already given the classification and also the nomenclature, which I have not discussed. You can also go through with this, that is in page 736 to 737. Now we will discuss with the structure. In carboxylic acids, the bonds attached to the carboxyl carbon are in one plane and are separated by about 120 degree. The carboxylic carbon is less electrophile than carbonyl carbon because of the following possible resonance. You can see the resonating structure I have already given. You can see the carbon containing two oxygen, one with the double bond. So when the double bond, the electron is transferred to that first oxygen, then the electron present in the second oxygen, the lone pair of electron, will shift towards the carbon bond and forms the double bond. So you can see from the first oxygen to second oxygen, the electrons are transferring. The carboxylic carbon and the two oxygen atom in carboxylic group are sp2 hybridized. Carboxyl carbon form 2 sp2 sigma bond with two oxygen atom and one sp2 sigma bond with an alkyl group, and one of the oxygen atom forms sp2s sigma bond with a hydrogen atom. One half-fill unhybridized p orbital of the carbon and two unhybridized p orbital of oxygen atoms undergo sideways overlap, and this formation of the delocalized pi electron cloud. So this is the structure of carboxylic acid. If you want, you can go through your book also. Now the preparation of carboxylic acid. First preparation is from primary alcohols and aldehydes. Primary alcohols and aldehydes are readily oxidized to carboxylic acids with common oxidizing agents such as camenophore in neutral, acidic or alkaline medium, or by K2Cr2O7 and chromium trioxide, that is CrO3, in acidic medium. So you can see the reaction, that is alcohol RCH2OH in the presence of alkaline camenophore and acidification in the presence of acid medium, it gives RCUOH. Now ethyl alcohol on oxidation with K2Cr27 and H2SO4, it gives acetaldehyde, that is CH3CHO, which on further oxidation it gives acetic acid, that is CH3COOH. Same as in butanol, I have already done. Now with the benzyl alcohol, that is the benzene ring with CH2OH on oxidation, that is with camenophore and H2SO4, it gives benzaldehyde, which on further oxidation, that is camenophore and H2SO4, it gives benzoic acid. Carboxylic acids are also prepared from aldehydes by the use of mild oxidizing agents like Tollens reagent. So acetaldehyde in the presence of Tollens reagent, it gives acetic acid, that is CH3COOH. Same as benzaldehyde in the presence of Tollens reagent, it gives benzoic acid, that is benzene ring with COOH. Now we will discuss the preparation from nitriles. Compounds containing cyanide, that is C triple bond N group, are called nitriles. Nitriles gives carboxylic acids when subjected to hydrolysis with an acid or alkali. So RCN plus 2H2O in the presence of an acid or alkali, it gives carboxylic acid, that is RCOOH plus ammonia NH3. So you can see the reaction CH3CN, that is methyl cyanide, reacts with water and acid, that is HCl, giving CH3COH plus NH4Cl. By hydrolysis of alkyl cyanides, that is alkyl nitriles, by boiling with dilute acid or alkali, the following steps involved. Alkyl cyanide plus water in the presence of acidic or alkaline medium, it gives acid amide, that is RCONH2. This RCONH2, that is acid amide, reacts with water in the acidic or alkaline medium. It gives RCOONH4, that is the ammonium carboxylate. This ammonium carboxylate on heating, it gives acid, that is RCOOH plus ammonia. So benzonitrile on reacts with water in the presence of an acid or alkali, it gives benzoic acid plus ammonia. Now from Grignard reagents. Grignard reagents reacts with dry ice, that is CO2, in ethereal solution to produce salts of carboxylic acids, which on acidification with mineral acids gives carboxylic acids. So you can see the Grignard reagent RMgX plus CO2 in the presence of dry ether, we are getting the complex compound, that is RC double bond O OMgX. These on hydrolysis it gives acid, that is RCOH plus MgOHX. So methyl magnesium bromide reacts with carbon dioxide in the presence of dry ether, it gives the addition product, and these on hydrolysis gives you the acid, that is CH3COH carboxylic acid, that is acetic acid plus MgOH-Br. Same as phenyl magnesium bromide reacts with carbon dioxide in the presence of dry ether, it gives the addition product, that is benzene ring with COO MgBr. These on hydrolysis it gives benzoic acid plus MgOH-Br. Now we will discuss with the physical properties. Physical properties is already given in your book, that is in page 740 to 741. Just simply I am explaining some of the physical properties, that is the physical state. Aliphatic carboxylic acids up to 9 carbon atoms are colorless liquid at room temperature with unpleasant odors, while higher carboxylic acids are wax-like solids and colorless due to their low volatility. Now the solubility is simple. Aliphatic carboxylic acids having up to 4 carbon atoms are miscible with water because of hydrogen bond formation with water. Solubility decreases with increase in the number of carbon atoms, which is due to, you know very well, due to increased hydrophobic interaction of hydrocarbon part. And carboxylic acids are also soluble in less polar organic solvent, that is benzene, ether, alcohol, chloroform, and so on. Now in the boiling point, as compared to hydrocarbons, aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids have higher boiling points because they have high extent of hydrogen bonding with water, due to which they exist as associated molecules. The hydrogen bonds are not broken completely even in the vapor phase. In fact, most carboxylic acid exists as dimer in the vapor phase or in aprotic solvent. Aprotic means that is solvent is a solvent that has no OH or NH bond, or molecules have no hydrogen atoms on oxygen or nitrogen. The A means here without, and protic means you know very well, that is the proton or hydrogen atom. And protic solvent includes the toluene, cyclohexane, and other aliphatic or aromatic solvents that do not contain any acidic or basic groups. That is known as aprotic solvent. Now the melting point. The melting point of aliphatic carboxylic acid do not show a regular pattern, rather they show oscillation or alteration effect. That is, the melting point of an acid containing even number of carbon atom is higher than the next member containing odd number of carbon atom, and so on. So please, if you want to go through in details, you can go through in your book, it is already given, that is in page 740 to 741. Now we will discuss with the chemical properties. Chemical properties of carboxylic acids are characteristics of carboxyl group and the alkyl or the aryl group. The chemical reactions by carboxylic acid are as follows, that is the reaction due to hydrogen atom of COOH group, or reaction involving OH part of COOH group, or reaction involving COOH group as a whole, or reaction involving alkyl group of the acid, or reaction due to the benzene ring present in aromatic carboxylic acids. For all these reasons, the chemical reactions can take place. So let us first explain the reaction involving hydrogen atom of the carboxylic group. That is the acidic nature of carboxylic acids. Like alcohols, carboxylic acids also evolve hydrogen with metals and form salts with alkalis, similar to phenols. Unlike phenols, they react with weaker bases like sodium carbonate, hydrogen carbonate to evolve high carbon dioxide. So reactions showing acidic character of COH group, that is with active metal, that is sodium. So 2RCOH plus 2Na gives sodium carboxylate, that is 2RCONA plus hydrogen. Now you can see the ethanoic acid or acetic acid reacts with sodium. It gives sodium ethanoate plus hydrogen. You can see the benzoic acid reacts with the sodium. It gives sodium benzoate plus hydrogen. Now the reaction with alkalis. Carboxylic acid reacts with alkalis, neutralize them and form salt. So carboxylic acid reacts with sodium hydroxide. It gives sodium acetate plus water. So acetic acid plus NaOH gives sodium acetate plus H2O. Same as benzoic acid reacts with sodium hydroxide. It gives sodium benzoate plus water. Now with carbonates and bicarbonates. Carboxylic acids decompose carbonates and bicarbonates, evolving carbon dioxide gas with effervescence. So RCOH plus Na2CO3, it gives 2RCONA plus CO2 plus H2O. Same as the carboxylic acid reacts with sodium bicarbonate, it gives sodium carboxylate plus carbon dioxide and water. So acetic acid reacts with sodium carbonate, it gives sodium acetate plus carbon dioxide and water. Acetic acid reacts with sodium bicarbonate, it gives sodium acetate plus carbon dioxide and water. In aqueous solution, carboxylic acids ionize and exist in dynamic equilibrium between the resonance stabilized carboxylate ions and the hydronium ions. So you can see that the carboxylic group plus H2O, it gives acid plus the resonance structure of the carboxylate ion. For the above reaction, you can see the K equilibrium constant is equal to the product divided by the reactant. So you can easily get the acidic dissociation constant, that is KEQ. H2O gives H3O plus RCO minus divided by the reactant. So where KEQ is equilibrium constant and K is the acid dissociation constant. Now the strength of an acid is indicated by its pKa value rather than its Ka value. So pKa is equals to minus log Ka, that also you know very well. Smaller the pKa, stronger is the acid. Strong acids have pKa value less than 1. Trifluoroacetic acid is the strongest organic acid because it has got the pKa value 0.23. pKa of hydrochloric acid, benzoic acid and acetic acids are minus 7.0, 4.19 and 4.76 respectively. The acids with pKa value between 1 and 5 are considered to be moderately strong acids. Weak acids have pKa value between 5 and 15 are extremely weak acids. Have pKa value greater than 15, extremely weak, greater than 15 is extremely weak acids. Now carboxylic acids are weaker than mineral acids, but they are stronger acid than alcohols and phenols. Cause of acidic nature of carboxylic acid. You know very well that the carboxylic acid may be regarded as a resonance hybrid. So I have shown you the resonance structure. So acidic nature of carboxyl group is due to the breaking of OH bond, as positively charged oxygen weakens the bond. So carboxylate anion formed by the removal of a proton is also stabilized by resonance. Resonance stabilization of carboxylate anion is more than that of undissociated carboxylic acid. So greater stability of carboxylate ion is responsible for the acidic character of carboxylic acid. So the first point, the carboxylic acids are more acidic than alcohol because carboxylate ion are more stable than alkoxide ion. So carboxylic acids have strong tendency to release a proton. Second, Carboxylic acids are stronger acids than phenols because carboxylate ion is much more resonance stabilized than phenoxide ion, as negative charge is delocalized over two electronegative oxygen atom in carboxylate anion, while in phenol negative charge is delocalized over only one oxygen atom. Now the effect of substituents on the acidity of carboxylic acids. Substituents may affect the stability of the conjugate base and also affect the acidity of the carboxylic acids. Electron withdrawing group increase the stability of the carboxylate ion by dispersing the negative charge through resonance effects on the conjugate, while electron donating group decrease the stability of the carboxylate ion by intensifying the negative charge. So I have shown you which one is electron withdrawing group, and here EDG, that means electron donating group, that is the acidity of carboxylic acid decreases due to the presence of electron donating group. Now the effect of the following substituent groups in the increasing acidity order is: phenol is less acidic than iodine, iodine is less acidic than bromine, bromine is less acidic than chlorine, chlorine is less acidic than fluorine, fluorine is less acidic than CN, CN is less acidic than NO2, and NO2 is less acidic than CF3, and so you can see that fluoroacetic acid is more acidic as compared to chloro, chloro is more as compared to bromo, bromo is more as compared to formic, formic is more as compared to benzoic, benzoic is more as compared to C6H5CH2COH, that is more as compared to acetic acid, and this is also more as compared to propanoic acid. As the plus I effect of electron donating group increases, the relative acidic strength also decreases. So here I have given, that is of plus I effect increases here. Now in this you can see several examples I have given. CH3COH is greater than CH3CH2COH, that is greater than CH3 whole 2 CHCOH, that is greater than CH3 whole 3 COH. So here the relative acidic strength decreases. Now the order of decreasing acidity of different carboxylic acids based on pKa value. So here also I have given that CF3COH is more as compared to CCl3COH, that is more as compared to Cl2CHCOH, that is more as compared to NO2CH2COH, that is more as compared to CnCH2COH, that is more as compared to fluoroacetic acid, that is more as compared to chloro, that is more as compared to bromo, that is more as compared to fluoro, and that is more as compared to formic, that is more as compared to chloropropanic acid, that is more as compared to benzoic acid, that is more as compared to C6H5CH2COH, that is more as compared to acetic acid, and that is more as compared to propionic acid. So direct attachment of groups such as phenyl or vinyl to the carboxylic acid increases the acidity of corresponding carboxylic acid, contrary to expected decrease because of resonance effect as follows. So this is because of larger electronegativity of sp2 hybridized carbon to which carboxyl group is attached. The acidity increases as the electronegativity of the carbon atom directly attached to COOH group increases, or the hybridization of the carbon atom directly attached to COOH changes from sp3 to sp2, sp2 to sp. The acidic strength increases in the order. So you can see that sp3 is less acidic as compared to sp2, sp2 is less acidic as compared to sp. Now benzoic acid is stronger acid than carboxylic acid because delocalization destroys the aromatic character of the benzene ring. So acidic strength of aromatic acid in the decreasing order I have already given, that is the para-nitrobenzoic is more acidic as compared to parachloro, that is more acidic as compared to benzoic, that is more acidic as compared to paramethyl benzoic, that is more as compared to paramethoxybenzoic, that is more as compared to parahydroxybenzoic. Now we will discuss that is the reaction involving OH part of the carboxyl group. The OH part of the carboxyl group can be replaced by a number of groups such as Cl, OR, NH2, COOR to form acid chloride, esters, amides and anhydrides. These derivatives are called functional derivatives of carboxylic acids. So first is formation of acid chlorides. Carboxylic can be converted into acid chloride by treating with PCl5, PaCl3 or SOCl2. When carboxylic acid is treated with PCl5, PCl3 and SOCl2, the OH part of the carboxyl groups get replaced by chlorine atom and acid chloride is formed. So the carboxylic group, that is RCOH plus PCl5, gives RCOCl plus POCl3 plus HCl. So acetic acid reacts with phosphorus pentachloride. It gives acetyl chloride CH3COCl plus phosphoryl chloride POCl3 plus HCl. Same as benzoic acid reacts with PCl5. It gives benzoyl chloride plus phosphoryl chloride plus HCl. Again, acetic acid reacts with PCl3. It gives acetyl chloride CH3COCl plus phosphorus acid H3PO3. Carboxylic acid reacts with thionyl chloride. It gives acid chloride plus sulfur dioxide plus HCl. Benzoic acid reacts with thionyl chloride, that is SOCl2, gives benzoyl chloride, that is benzene ring with COCl plus SO2 plus HCl. Acetic acid CH3COOH reacts with thionyl chloride. It gives acetyl chloride CH3COCl plus SO2 plus HCl. Now the formation of esters. When carboxylic acid heated with alcohols in the presence of conc H2SO4 or dry HCl gas, esters are formed. That is RCOOH plus R-OH in the presence of conc H2SO4 or dry HCl gas. It gives RCOOR- plus H2O. This reaction is reversible in nature and is called esterification. Now ethanoic acid reacts with ethanol in the presence of conc H2SO4. It gives ethyl ethanoate plus water. You can see the reversible reaction. The arrow is given of reversible reaction. Same as in the benzoic acid reacts with the methanol in the presence of conc H2SO4. It gives methyl benzoate plus water. Now the mechanism, the step 1. First, the protonation of the carboxyl group of the acid by H plus of the acid catalyst. So carboxylic acid reacts with the proton which we have got from acid catalyst and we are getting protonated acid. In the second step, the attack of the alcohol molecule, that is the nucleophile, at the carbonyl carbon. You can see protonated acid, the lone pair of electron of the alcohol is attract towards the protonated acid and it is giving tetrahedral intermediate. Now in step 3, we are transferring the proton to one of the OH group. We are getting the product. Now in step 4, the removal of OH group as water molecule in the formation of protonated ester. So you can see that we are removing the water molecule and we are getting protonated ester which is a resonance stabilized. Now in step 5, formation of ester through the release of a proton by the protonated ester. So protonated ester, here we are removing the H plus and we are getting the ester. Now the formation of amides. Carboxylic acids reacts with ammonia to form ammonium salts which upon heating form acid amides. So carboxylic acid reacts with ammonia, we are getting ammonium carboxylate. That on heating we are getting acid amide plus water. So acetic acid plus ammonia gives ammonium ethanoate or ammonium acetate. On heating it gives ethanamide or acetamide plus water. Benzoic acid reacts with ammonia it gives ammonium benzoate. This on heating, it gives benzamide plus water. So this is the end of the first part. Next we will discuss with the second part.